I'm going to do a quick overview of my 2019 Ford F350. I've got the King shocks, the ones with the remote reservoir. Really probably don't need the remote reservoir, but it does look pretty cool. I've got the ATX wheels. They've done pretty good. I'm running the Toyo Open Country tires. Coming back this way, you can see I've got a rock slider. This was custom fabricated by Cali Fab in Sacramento, California. Let's go open. Really not much on the inside, but I'll show you what's going on here. Uh, 67 designs, phone mount, and there's my wireless monitor for the camera that's on the back of the trailer. That's a Voyager. I really can't say that works that great. The reason I have it down there is because as soon as it gets to get about 75 or 80 degrees, it quits working. So as long as you're below 70 degrees, it seems to do okay. Moving on from the inside, I've got a CB antenna up on the front bumper. I really don't use a CB, but I went out with a club a few times and they were using CB, so I went ahead and installed one. I had a ham radio on my previous rig. I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. Move back this way. I've got a Deaver leaf pack. Hopefully it's not too dark in there. But yeah, I went down to Los Angeles and had Deaver put a leaf pack on there. Originally this back end was designed for a flatbed Hawk four-wheel camper, and it was a great camper, but I was having issues with the camper and towing a trailer. The camper has just enough of an overhang on the back to where it would sometimes it would tap that front window on the Airstream, and that got expensive. So yeah, so I started out with just the flatbed and had the camper on top of that. At that point, just got these great storage boxes underneath. I've got a twin ARB compressor in there. This back one here, I've got a you know, those jack stand jack combination things, and had to redo the exhaust tip because the stock exhaust tip comes out right about where that mud flap is, and so it would have been melting that mud flap. So had a shop put that on. This flatbed tray was installed by Four Wheel Camper in Woodland, California, and then the canopy and the James Baroud rooftop tent were installed by Mule Outfitters in Oregon. Here on the back of the flatbed, you can see we got this slide out tray, which is really convenient. I've got one of those crazy beaver shovels, and yeah, I know it looks kind of silly, but the thing actually works pretty good. So yeah, I recommend it. I've got my Max tracks, a couple propane bottles on the back. That's for my stove and heater for the clam shelter. I've got an ARB awning up on top. This is a gray water tank I'm currently not using. I do have a 25-gallon tank up underneath the flatbed that I still need to plumb with a pump. And what I would like to do is be able to transfer water from the truck to my Airstream trailer, but not there yet. That's a pretty quick overview of the outside, and I'm gonna set down this cam and I'll deploy the rooftop tent and the awning, and we'll get all that going on. All right. Okay, we got the rooftop tent and the awning deployed, so I'll continue on with the tour here. This is my garage, and yeah, I know it's kind of a waste of space to use all that just for my bike, but that's where things are at right now. And I could hang the bike off the back of the trailer, but I kind of like having it indoors. It's a little more secure and it stays cleaner. There's another camp box here. I've got 3 of these. There's my fuel cans that still need to get mounted onto the back of the truck. And there's my propane generator. That's an ALP propane generator. It's pretty quiet. It was less than $500. I think it weighs maybe 35 pounds. It's not as powerful as some of those big bad boys, but it's quiet, it's cheap, it's lightweight, and I don't have to carry gas. So that's working for me. Kind of back up here a little bit and show you what this kind of looks like. So this started out, as I mentioned previously, as a 4-wheel camper, and it's slowly kind of changing. I had an ARB awning room, and that really didn't work out for me. If it's windy and you're by yourself, it takes some patience to set that thing up. I see guys do it. They're bigger men than I. So I bailed on that, and I've got this Clam quick set. This is the 6x6, and I bought the wind panels. I've got 3 of those, so I can cover the whole thing up. I've got a canvas tarp that I, not a canvas, but a vinyl tarp I throw over the top as a rain fly. And well, since we're here, let's go in and check this out. I've just got a canvas floor in here temporarily. At some point I want to Velcro this in, so it's more of a permanent type thing. And there's my camp supplies and my cooking box. Propane stove. There's my bucket toilet hiding in the corner over there. And yeah, I'm gonna get a little Mr. Buddy for this winter. I'd like to take this out in the snow and see how it does. Here's the ARB ref. I've had this since the FJ Cruiser. Yeah, it's still running. I don't know if I can open this with, yeah, maybe so. This slide is really handy. These Norweld does a good job. It's got all kinds of odds and ends in here. These are great. Get that lithium jump battery for your truck. I haven't used jumper cables since. It's just so convenient. And I've gotten about, I don't know, 7 to 10 jumps out of one charge. An extra pre-runner bag, or whatever those are called, I forget the name. Front runner? Yeah, front runner bag. I guess that one's for dishes, but I don't have any dishes. Backup air compressor, just cleaning supplies. Another jerry can holder for the back. And that's about it. Here, let's go up here and show you the inside of the James Baroud. Is a pretty nice piece of work. Okay, here we go. Didn't bother to open up the windows, but it's 360 view all the way around. All those flaps open up. It's got a flashlight up there on top and a built-in fan. It's powered by a solar panel. Yeah, you open up all these flaps and it's pretty cool hanging out up here. You can sit up here and, yeah, I feel like you're in the penthouse, or the captain's helm. All right. Okay, another thing I forgot to mention on the back here. Kelly fabricated this valance to cover up all the back end. That really does clean it up. And cut his logo into the design there. And at the same time put my YouTube channel name. This is quite a few years ago, so you can kind of get an idea. I was planning a little bit ahead. That's a factor 55 tow point. Fits into your hitch receiver, and that's a class 3. So that's the big one. Geez, I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff, but I think I've covered most of it. So yeah, that's the state of camp right at the moment. What needs to happen next is I'm still trying to find someone to modify this ladder for me. And if you've had to get work done recently, you can appreciate my frustration. But I need to have this cut down so that it sits in a little tighter to the truck. Right now it's just too close to the trailer when I'm towing. So yeah, I just need to have about 7 or 8 inches taken out of this, and with this ladder tucked in tighter to those propane tanks, I should be good to go there. And I think I'm getting a lift put on the trailer next week. And yeah, if I could get that ladder squared away, pick up a small propane heater for my clam shelter, and I think we're just about ready for winter. Well, I still have a few more odds and ends to wrap up, but that's pretty much it. That's a quick tour of the state of the rig at the moment. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments below. I'm sure I forgot stuff. I probably should have prepared a list or something. You know, I'm getting at that age. But yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. And if I think of anything else I forgot, I'll try to add those. Otherwise, hope to see you out there on the road. Take care.